All right, with the Tundra exhaust, a lot of you guys were asking, do we back purge the inside when we do the welding process? And hell yeah. I'm not going to say yes. Hell yes. You have to. Otherwise, you're going to get sugaring in the inside. It has a chance to fail and crack. So absolutely, you have to back purge these welds on there. Oh, God, yeah. Definitely. And I will show you the inside. Here's my setup. We're using TIG Aesthetics. This is where I get them over at Tycon Industries. We've got a little diffuser in there that pushes argon through the tube, and then we use the other side and plug it off, and then it comes out there and pushes out the environment. And then you've got 100% argon that's in the tube for the welding process. Over here, I'm using a Harris Model 356 dual flow gauge, flow meter, whatever you want to call it. Argon, we'll set this guy to about 15 CFH before we start welding on the pipe. That's pretty much it. And then I get a nice silver inside, and I'll show you that right now. All right, let's head inside one of these, and you'll see, if you look in there, you can see how, let me see if I can get the camera there. You can see part of the weld because it turns back there, but the front one's all silvered out real nice, and the back one back there, and so on and so forth. So they're all nice and silver. We'll go over here and look at this one. You can see back in there, silver around the front, silver on the back one. And we don't mess around. I was a welding instructor for 5 years, and also OSHA instructor, forklift, boom lift, scissor lift. So I did a lot of classes when I was a welding instructor, actually. But yeah, we back purge them, definitely. I've got 3-inch for the 3-inch guys. This guy right here, that's actually a 4.5 to 5, so that's a massive plug compared to the little 3 inches. But yeah, all back purged. Tomorrow, I'm going to finish this one and this one. That one. Same thing on the rest. We've got a routine down. And then after those are done, we got to work on the brackets. So we're going to have these guys get finished. We got to weld that up there. And then my jig, there's going to be one right here and one right here. Now, what we did is we upgraded brackets. So we've got stainless steel hanger brackets. Instead of just welding the steel hanger rod, the 304 hanger rod, right to the can, I've seen people rip these off the can if they hit something hard. It's not going to do that. We just did it for aesthetically pleasing, so it looks good. I like to ice the cake. That's what I like to do. I like to make things look nice. So the brackets, I got to order a few more, but I think they look better with those bracket mount hangers. And then it's also going to give you a whole lot of more beef, more strength on the can versus just welding the rod to the can. Same thing over here. We're going to put a bracket right there. The rod's going to come in, move this way, and bend that way. So this is my little jig that I have set up for the Tundra exhaust. You can see all the welds are nicely TIG welded and then back purged in the inside, like always. So if you guys have any questions about the weld process, let me know. Also, this one's got to get welded back there, but two, notice that we make some kind of weird, different attachment here. Why is that? One, because slip joint connectors, the only ones they sell at Stainless Brothers and Tycon Industries is 3-inch, 4-inch, 3.5, 2-inch, 2.5. They do not have the oddball size that is on the Tundra muffler. So we have to spread those open with my expander and actually make a slip joint. We have to make a custom one on our own because they don't sell it. So like I said, they have slip joints that are 3-inch, but if you take a 3-inch, check this out. On the Tundra exhaust, the pipe that comes into the muffler, which is the pipe that you clamp onto, this 3-inch won't even go on there. So the pipe on there is like 3.15 or 3.16. So we actually have to take some pipe, just regular stainless steel, put it on the expander, expand it open just big enough so it goes over this pipe, and then cut the slits so that way it has enough squeeze, because you want to have these slits on there so that these tabs on there, when you put the clamp on, like one of these strong Michelor clamps, that way it squeezes onto it real tight and there's no leaks. And there's no leaks. I've sprayed it with Windex while the truck runs and I can't get any bubbles. So we're doing it right. So that expands it, comes out to like this, which is an oddball slip joint connector. We make our own. The inside, the ID, the inner diameter is about 3.15, just like the muffler is over there. And then it slips right on, you clamp it. And then over here, you've got the 2 bolts that bolt up to your axle back, and that's it. I mean, the install is like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, real quick. Slide those 2 on the hangers, slide this on the pre-existing pipe, clamp it, undo the 2 bolts over there on the axle back. Well, you've already done that, taking it off, but then you're going to stick the 2 bolts in there and bolt it up. I mean, it's like literally 10 minutes. Oh, and another thing too, you guys get titanium bolts. So when you get the hardware, it's actually titanium. You will pick this up and go, oh my God, it's so light. So I ice the cake. That's another way I ice the cake. You're gonna get gaskets. Just regular gaskets for 3-inch. Goes in between that one and the axle back. So you've got a gasket. You can use the pre-existing gasket that's already there, or you can use the gasket that I supply you. So you get your gaskets. What else? Clamp. It's a 79 to 85 millimeter clamp is what you guys are getting, which is this guy here. Just to make sure. Yeah, 79 to 85. So that guy goes on there, 13 millimeter to tighten it. Do not take a impact, just FYI, and start cranking on there, because what's going to happen is these threads get a little sensitive and you'll tear up these threads on there. So what you want to do is take a 13 millimeter ratchet and slowly tighten the thing on. You start doing impacts where you take it off, put it back on, take it off, put it back on. This thing's going to be trashed, absolutely mangled, and then you're going to have to cut it off with a hacksaw if you ever were to take the muffler back off. So, just FYI, because I've been doing this for years, careful with the Michelor clamps. All right, they're beefy, they're strong as hell, but just careful with them. And again, they come from Tycon too, so you know you're getting good stuff. That's pretty much it. Also, you guys are going to get your custom lasers on there. So I got a couple of guys that want TRD Pro. They want Tundra on there. I got another guy who wants his initials lasered on. So that's another thing that I ice the cake. I'm icing the cake for you guys. I'm putting little sprinkles on top of the cake, or your cupcake. So I've got a badge here fabricated by TIG Welding Creations. And then, like I said, we can put TRD Pro or the Tundra logo. You guys have seen it before. They look badass. I got one guy, I'm not going to show you the list, but yeah, he wants something a little bit different. So that's pretty much it. Covering a little bit more. You guys have asked, and I will let you know. My customer service is top notch. I will answer you 24/7. These things have a 1-year warranty. If anything breaks, anything happens, I will weld it and fix it for free. That's a fact. I've been doing that for 6-7 years with all the Nissan and Infiniti guys. They know that I cover everybody's asses. I've never had anything break, though. I think one guy hit the railroad tracks with his car, busted off a hanger mount, but whose fault was that? He was lowered, he hit the railroad tracks, but I fixed it anyways. So that's about it, guys. Anything else I need to cover? No, that's pretty much it. Any questions? Get a hold of me. I will answer emails, texts, tundras.com, TIG Welding Creations on there, TIG Welding Creations on YouTube, TIG Welding Creations on Instagram, and I'm everywhere. I'm like a virus. I'm everywhere.